Hey, kid.
Peter, hi.
What's up?
Well, aren't you home kind of early?
Yeah, I have a lit test. You'll let me go early. Hey, did Mom get some of those chocolate marshmallow things?
I don't know, maybe.
I confess. You beat me to them.
It wasn't me. I'm not kidding.
Sure. Mom used to always hide those things from you. Now, where are they?
As I recall, Mom used to always hide them from you. And maybe she still does.
Right. Ah, yeah. Well, take back everything I said. I'm sorry. I apologize. Here you go. What?
I
You
don't
never
want
turned down
any.
one of these honeys?
I don't want any. I mean, maybe they just don't appeal to me right now, okay?
Oh, I get it. You're dieting, right? That's okay. It means more for me.
I really am glad you're home. I mean, I never see you anymore. You're always off working, or you're cramming for a test, or...
running around with some redhead. That's me. Go, go, go.
I'm serious, Peter. We hardly ever get to really talk. Not like we used to.
Well, it has been a while. Yeah. Okay. I'm all yours. What do you want to talk about? Let's talk. Well, have you decided what you're going to do?
Do? About what?
Well, I don't know. You considered going back to teach?
Not teaching, anything but teaching. I don't think I could stand up in front of a classroom again.
Oh, yeah, I guess so.
I mean, it's just not for me, at least not now. I don't know what I'm gonna do. Maybe I'll take some courses at Kingsley College.
Oh, yeah, there you go. Work on your master's.
Yeah, well, I haven't really planned that far ahead, Peter. You know, education was my degree, and now I don't know about that. Maybe I'll just take some courses in other areas.
Hey, English lit. I could use the help.
No thanks. I had it when I was a freshman. Never again.
Come on now. Symbolism and Moby Dick. Now, that's good stuff.
Somehow it doesn't help me decide what I'm going to do with my life.
Sure helped me. I know I don't ever want to be a lit major. You're doing some pretty heavy-duty thinking. What is it?
It's nothing. It really isn't. Really.
Lee, this had better be good. Now, I flew back to town just as soon as I heard that Oliver had been called up for the president's task force. What an opportunity. The chance of a lifetime, and I couldn't even get you on the phone.
Sebastian, I'm sorry I haven't answered. I've had a lot of things to consider. You know, I've been doing a lot of thinking.
Thinking? Are you so busy thinking you didn't have time to call me back?
Hey, look, I said I'm sorry.
Well, you're lucky I'm not just your campaign manager, but your friend. Okay. Who do we call first, the press or the party bigwigs?
Now, hold on, Sebastian.
For what? This is the opportunity of a lifetime.
I don't know. I made a promise to myself last fall that I would never run for public office again.
Oh, every politician in his right mind feels that way after he loses an election until the right opportunity presents itself. Believe me, you'll get over it. They all do.
Yeah, I know.
And besides, how many times I got to tell you? You didn't lose that election. Oliver won. There's a difference. Oh, he's had that district sewn up for years. But now that Oliver's out of the picture, you'd be a fool not to run, and I know you're no fool. I wouldn't be working for you if you were.
Listen, Sebastian, I called you over here today to inform you of my decision.
Well, I don't see that you have any choice. Oh, You're a shoo-in, Lee. You've got to do it. This is your big chance.
And this is your big chance, Sebastian. This is what I'm trying to tell you, if you would allow me to. I've thought about it from every angle, and I've decided I want in. Let's go after it. Only this time, let's win.
Why, you dirty, low down. For a minute there, I thought you were going to let me down. Yahoo! That's my man. I knew I could count on you. I knew you wouldn't let me down. Ha, hello, Congressman. Goodbye, Turkey Franks.
Turkey Franks.
Now, I was a lobbyist in D.C. for the Turkey Growers Association. Well, I had to earn a living somehow, you know.
From politics to baloney, huh? That's quite a switch.
Is it? Sometimes I wonder.
Oh, thanks a lot. I heard that.
Yeah. Now, you know, you have the inside edge on this election, but we still got to beef up your image.
What are you
Don't
talking
let the turkey growers know I said that.
What do you mean, beef up my image? 1 minute ago, you said I was a shoo-in.
I'm just being realistic, Lee. Don't take it personally. You know, word is that you're going up against Hugh Wainwright, Oliver's hand-picked man.
How do you hear these things?
That's my job. Besides, I have a friend in Washington who just happens to be one of Oliver's secretaries.
And you just happened to take her to dinner while you were in Washington, is that it?
And just happened to send her some flowers. Nothing fancy. Strictly business. You'll get the bill.
Of course.
But this time it paid off in spades, Lee. Hugh Wainwright. We could have quite a struggle.
Oh, come on. You Wainwright's one of the dullest guys I've ever met in my life. We were in the state legislature a few years back. Every time he'd make a speech, he'd empty the place out. Yeah. The only people stuck around are the ones who were already asleep.
Okay, I'll grant you he does lack charisma, but don't forget, Congressman, when it comes to politics, dull isn't necessarily bad.
No, that's because you haven't heard Wainwright make a speech.
Well, consider his background, Lee. Strong academic record. Big family man, solid moral background.
Yeah. Lovely wife, 2.2 children.
3, but who's counting? Oh, Lee, when it comes to charisma, you've got Wainwright beat hands down, but let's face it, he's got a very stable, no-nonsense image. And in these economic times, I say that we've got a heck of a fight on our hands.
And you love it.
You bet I do. And this time, bub, we're gonna win.
Rats. Must be Harold. Who is it?
It's me, Babs. Harold.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I'm sure. Let me in.
Just say the secret word.
Babs, let me in. I'm trying to stand out here in the hallway.
All right.
Babs, this is no time to play. May I? Now, look, did anybody else try to get in here or call you or anything?
No, I won't just stop by. Thank goodness, it was so good to talk to her. I mean, I'd go crazy otherwise. Do you realize I've done my nails 3 times today?
Outstanding.
Outstanding?
Yeah. Yeah, that means your scheme's working. Nobody knows you're here. Hang in there.
Yeah, Harold, but you know how antsy I get when I'm all cooped up like this? I mean, gee whiz. Hotel rooms give me the creeps nowadays anyway, and I don't have too many fond memories of this place either.
Well, just try not to think about it then. It's not going to be for long. I'll call room service in a little bit. We'll get some dinner sent up.
Room service?
Yeah.
Oh, well, that might not be so bad then. How about a couple of shrimp cocktails and some nice, juicy steaks, medium rare?
Yeah, that sounds real good. Real good. We'll shoot the works.
Oh, good. I might get to like this.
I'll like it a whole lot better when this whole thing's over with. Hey, in the meantime, if you set 1 foot outside that door, there's no telling what can happen to you. Oh, Babs, look, I've been thinking about what we were talking about before, and I still think that I should go to the prince, tell him what you know.
No, Harold. Without the proof, it's just too big of a risk.
Babs, it's our only chance.
Yeah, our only chance to wind up in the bottom of the Kingsley River with a pair of concrete overshoes. Look, I said forget it, Harold. I mean, you could get us both killed.
I understand how you feel, Babs, but...
I said forget it.
Look, I know that you're telling the truth. I think I could convince him.
It's just my word against Ronnie's. Okay? I mean, without those copies, we have no proof. It just won't work. You don't know those guys like I do. You don't know what they're capable of. Are you expecting anyone?
I'll handle it.
Who is it?
It's Gene, Harold. I got your message.
Come on in.
Hi, Gene.
Hey, Babs.
Hey, Harold, what is this? Some kind of big surprise party or something? I mean, I thought my being here was supposed to be some big secret.
No. It's okay. Gene will keep the secret. I had to leave a message for him to meet me here. This is really important.
Yeah? Well, the more the merrier. Hey, how about if I call room service and order some hors d'oeuvres?
Good idea.
Okay.
The issues are no problem. We've got the issues down pat. It's the image. The image still bothers me. I know we'll think of something. It's all in the way we package you, the way we present you to the public.
Well, as long as I don't come out looking like a turkey frank. You know what I mean?
Trust me.
Listen, I don't understand. I don't think there's going to be any problem. My public record is spotless. I've always been conscientious. I work hard.
Yeah, you're attractive and intelligent too, but the problem is, you're still a middle-aged bachelor. It's un-American, I tell you. It'll drag you down.
Well, what about all the single women? They won't mind it.
For rock stars, it works. For politicians, never. No, Lee. What we've got to do is marry you off. I'm sure we can find someone.
Marry me off? Are you joking?
We've got until June. June's a lovely time for a wedding, don't you think?
Are you out of your mind?
On occasion.
Listen, why don't we just tell it like it is? All right, Sebastian? My wife died in a plane crash 4 years ago. Now, I can't help that.
We tried that last time. It didn't work, Lee. People didn't give you sympathy. They were wondering what kind of hanky-panky you were up to all that time.
You are shameless.
Well, that's why you hired me, remember?
One of these days, Sebastian, one of these days you're going to go too far.
Oh, I can't see that there'd be any problem for you, Lee. There's no scarcity of women in your life.
What do you want me to do? You want me to bring in a list of photos and names and let you pick the one with the best image?
Well, I can tell you right off, that stewardess is out.
She's not a stewardess. She's a travel agent.
Whatever. She'll never do. She's too young. Really, Lee, a man your age.
Well, I only went out with her one time.
And that cosmetics executive, Joni, forget about her. False eyelashes don't win votes.
Yeah, I haven't seen Joni in months.
Okay. Who have you been seeing lately?
Well, nobody really, when you think about it. I mean...
Oh, come on, Lee. This is Sebastian you're talking to. Your campaign manager, remember? Your friend. You can tell me. You've got to.
No, I mean it, really. I haven't been seeing anybody, unless, of course, you count Kate. That's about it.
Kate Phillips?
Yeah. Her daughter Amber called me and told me she was back in town.
Hey, you might have something there, Lee. But I thought you two broke up after the last campaign.
Now, wait a minute. What do you mean, broke up? We're just friends, you know that.
Just friends? Look, I may at times seem blinded by my ambitions and hopes for you, but I'm not so blind that I can't see the look of love in both your eyes. Come on now. What's the story?
Hey, Sebastian, now I'm warning you right now. My relationship with Kate Phillips is none of your business.
Aha! You do care about her.
Now listen.
How does she feel about you?
Now listen, I really mean this. I want you to leave her out of this, you hear me?
Okay. Have it your own way. But I still say June is a lovely time for a wedding.
Well, Babs, I didn't tell Gene that you were going to be here.
You don't have to worry about a thing. I made sure I wasn't being followed.
Well, as long as Ronnie doesn't join a little party, I could care less. Well, look, Harold, you going to keep us in suspense all night, or are you going to tell us the big news?
Yeah, is this about Miriam?
Yeah. Yeah, as a matter of fact, it is. Charles got a letter from her. I got it right here.
Kidding, then she is alive.
Well, now, there's no way I know that for sure. You can't tell because there's no date on the letter, but Charles is absolutely sure it's in her handwriting.
You know, I can't believe Carpenter let you take that out of his sight, Harold.
Well, he didn't want me to. Look, have you got a tweezer, something like that?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, would you get it for me, please?
Sure.
Yeah. told Charles that I was going to take this letter to McCormick, let him check it out for fingerprints or something.
Here you go.
Oh, thank you. Thank you, thank you. Okay, I got to be careful with this. There you go.
Hey, that's her handwriting, all right.
Oh, may I see that, please?
Yeah, here, just be real careful with it, Gene. Take the whole thing.
Hey. Wow. Dear Daddy, I miss you terribly. I'm all right, but the train of my thoughts always lead me back to you. The few family ties I have mean so much to me now. I want to go home.
Oh, poor kid.
I have time to think here, too much time. I go back to the Smith Crossing, to the first house in Illinois that we lived in, the wrought iron gate, the trimmed front lawn with the peach tree, and the white rail along the porch. Huh. Those were the best times of my life. Now, what did Carpenter make of this?
Oh, I don't know. He said that they lived there years ago, but he couldn't figure out when Miriam pointed it up because he said she hated the house.
Oh, that's strange. At first, I was very scared here, afraid they might try to spike my drink or poison my food. They haven't hurt me, and I've gotten over my fright. She must mean fright. Spelling is as bad as mine. And I've gotten over my fright, but I don't know how much longer I can wait. I have to finish this. Love and kisses, Mim. What's the little funny markings down there by her name?
Well, I couldn't figure that out, and Charles couldn't either.
Wow. Does any of this ring bells with you?
Yeah. She didn't say anything about her purse. Oh, gee, I hate to think what she's been through.
But now look, think. What would you do if you were in Miriam's situation?
Oh, I don't know. I'd go nuts, probably.
Well, maybe she did. But Charles thinks that this letter's a little, strange.
Harold, could I take this with me and make a copy of it?
Oh, gosh, I don't know.
Harold, look, I promise I'll be careful and I won't, I'll get it back to you.
Well,
I won't go to Brubaker.
oh, I know you won't do that, Gene. Look, you got to keep it a secret. I want to let you take it with you, but it's only because I know how you think.
Yeah. And the way I'm thinking right now is that if I were in Miriam's shoes and I got a chance to write a letter to my father, I would probably indicate something that would give a clue to my whereabouts.
Oh, that's crazy. They wouldn't let her send it then. I mean, Ronnie is no dumbbell, you know.
But neither is Miriam. The fact that her father thought this letter was strange might mean that Miriam is trying to indicate something between the lines. She's probably trying to say something that we don't know. I don't know. I'll have to study this more.
Come on in.
I hope I'm not too early. I finished up in the newsroom and decided to come on over. Hope you don't mind.
Oh, don't be silly. I just have to finish a little work here, then we can be on our way. Is Leon's okay with you?
Oh, terrific. I've had my heart set on a bowl of his chili all afternoon.
Oh, and I have to drop some blood tests off at Kingsley General, and as soon as I finish this paperwork, we can be on our way.
Remember how I used to help out at your office when I was a kid? I loved it.
Sure, I remember. Playing nurse?
I was playing doctor. Couldn't you tell?
Sorry.
I tried to get you to use lollipops instead of those popsicle stick things. It's a much better way to get people to say ah, but you wouldn't listen.
Oh, what do you think these things are for? We use them for that very purpose. Tongue depressors for the Smurf set.
My contribution to medical science. Not bad.
Mm-hmm. All my patients used to tell me how cute you were.
Yeah, cute. Back then, I guess I was.
And now you're just plain beautiful.
Dad.
I know what you're going to say, and I don't want to hear it. It's true. Well, that takes care of the lab reports. Now, if you'll help me with these files, we can get out of here.
Gladly.
It's later than I thought.
Yeah, I'm afraid that's true with Mother, too.
What are you talking about?
I think you'd better act fast. Mom started seeing Lee Carruthers again.
Well, that politician she worked for last fall.
He's going to run again for the congressional seat vacated by Bob Oliver.
Well, your mother always loved politics. I'm sure she'll get involved.
Daddy, I don't think you understand. This time it's more than just politics. I know it must
must be tough being kicked out of your house and everything. But do you have to make it so rough on everybody else?
Come on, Vicky, give me a hand with this.
I happen to like the love seat where it is.
Yeah, well, Vicky, you know, we need a little more room. What about my plants and the
More
wicker
room?
chest and things? Yeah. Where am I going to put them? And besides, if we move this over a couple of feet, then we'll have plenty of room.
Okay. Nancy, you're not planning on bringing all of your furniture over here, are you?
Oh, come on, Vicky. I told you, I'm selling it to the Redlands. Besides, I can use the extra cash, you know.
Okay, as long as it doesn't end up here.
No, I don't want any of that stuff of my mother's anyway.
You know, all things considered, you're really taking all this pretty well. I mean, being evicted from your house and everything.
Well, I may have had to move out of my mother's house. And that doesn't mean I'm happy about it. And the Redlands might have gotten the house, but that doesn't mean it's going to be easy for them.
Well, what do you mean by that?
Oh, nothing. Nothing.
Stacy, what do you mean more than just politics?
All I'm saying is that Mom and Lee Carruthers are very close. She was a big help in his congressional campaign and,
Not
well,
just another one of your mother's causes, huh?
at one point last fall, Amber thought they were going to be married. Then Grandmother died and Mom went to Ohio right before the election. According to Amber, Lee wants to pick things up right where they left off.
Amber'd like that, wouldn't she?
Daddy, if you're going to make a move, I think you better make it now.
It's funny, isn't it?
What's that?
That a father would have to court his ex-wife through his daughter. I'll need your help, you know.
If needs be, I'll play Cyrano to your Christiane, father dear, and together we can woo Roxanne, my mother.